How do you know which coins you need to trade, and how can you possibly know which coins are most looked at and bought at this specific moment by the rest of the traders? Guys, all about that in today's video. I will show you exactly how you can select for yourself which coins you want to trade on that specific day. So let's jump straight into it. First of all, guys, it's very important as a trader when you log into your charts and everything. It's important to note like which coins are trending and which coins are not so trending. And we can do that basically by going to whaleportal.com. This is a website that is combining a lot of different data sets into a single dashboard, which will give you a good overview on the markets. And basically you can find a lot of derivatives exchange data here, but if you scroll down, you can basically look at this metric. This is the take buy sell ratio, and this metric is basically calculating whether a certain coin is being bought with a market or limit order, so then you can know whether the trader wants to pay a premium to be in a certain position, yes or no. And it can actually be very interesting in multiple ways. So when the market is moving very fast and there is a clear trend, you might want to look at the most watched token. So when we have a look at the 4-hour chart right here on the take buy sell ratio, we can see that the most popular token is Bitcoin. It's actually sharing that spot with Binance Token. So there's a lot of popularity going on, or a lot of interest in BNB token as well. There's not so much interest in Chainlink and Arbitrum. Ordi, maybe not so much interest in but Chainlink is definitely nobody looks at Chainlink right now, which might bring an opportunity. So once we picked out these basically these cryptocurrencies, the ones that are most popular right now and least popular right now, you can view this of course also on the 1 hour time frame. You can even view this on the 5-minute time frame. It really depends on your trading strategy. So right now you can see on the 5-minute Ethereum is catching up. Maybe that gives a sign that something is happening with Ethereum, right? And that a lot of people are watching certain levels at Ethereum, or that it is going to a resistance, or that is approaching a resistance level. So this is how you can basically use it in the shorter term time frame, but in the longer term time frame too. Then let's have a look at the tokens that we just saw that are very much the most popular. So we have Bitcoin and BNB. So Bitcoin, we all know, we can just go to Bitcoin right here. Most people right now are trading Bitcoin, are buying with a premium. To be honest, on the 4-hour time frame, this is not the most beautiful picture. I gotta be honest, guys, because everyone is bullish. We have high intensity red, which is selling pressure. We got the volume momentum index coming down, rolling over right here. We have the momentum waves already quite some time in the overbought conditions, making bearish divergences. Right now, coming down. So personally, I would not long this. Doesn't mean that Bitcoin cannot go up, but this is just not looking like a perfect long condition. For example, right here, momentum waves down, volume momentum index down, coming up. We have low intensity red. We have negative. This, for the ones that don't know, this negative or this below the chart is basically the sentiment. We have a negative sentiment. So we got all the indicators flashing bullish and the sentiment is negative. Perfect. What happens? Price jumps from 42,000 in the end to 73,000. So the setup right here, this is just like the interpretation of this data, the visualization of this data. The data set right here, or the characteristics of the data, the characteristics of the markers, whatever you want to call it right here, is very much in favor of the bull side. While here, it's not that much in favor of the bull side. So I wouldn't risk my capital to make leverage long positions. I would earlier take some profits. If you are intraday trading, maybe look for short positions. Definitely dangerous to short in bull markets. Personally, I like to wait a little bit longer for things to come down. spend some time in the negative, bam, come up, we see price increase. Some time in the negative, bam, come up, we see price increase. Similar like I said with Chainlink, where we just see we spend a little bit time in the negative. Right now we go up. I think Chainlink is well positioned to go up because no one is looking at it and the indicators are actually looking good. Now let's have a look at BNB. What is BNB? Well, BNB had a nice rally. That also shows the interest again in the Binance token. We do have high selling pressure right here. We do are very high in the volume momentum index. This thing could roll over. We are already overbought for quite some time on the momentum waves. One thing I do want to see is the premium index right here. Not a high reading. Normally you can get a high reading when we have a top. It's not too high of a reading. Nevertheless, this is not a chart which I would long right now. This would be earlier a chart that I would think of shorting, but like I said, it's very dangerous to short in the bull market, so I'm not planning to do that either. If you want to long this, you can wait for this to come back in a negative like we do here and then come back up. And then while we do that, we want to see a nice picture in the derivatives exchange data. We want to see basically, if we take away, for example, the sentiment, makes it a little bit easier to see. You can already see that there has been a lot of buying pressure right here in BNB. So this has all been buying pressure. And while this buying pressure is going on, the price eventually goes higher, right? And it's been really well respecting the support and resistance levels. So we have support, buying pressure, price goes up. We have selling pressure, it gets rejected as resistance. Come down to support, buying pressure comes up, get rejected at resistance right here. When we touch support with buying pressure, beautiful, price goes up. Touch resistance with selling pressure, price comes down. Touch the support with buying pressure, price goes up. That's basically how easy it is, and that's basically how powerful this tool is. So right now, with a lot of selling pressure at resistance, momentum waves in the overbought conditions, maybe even do bearish divergences, making lower highs while the price makes higher highs, rolling over on the volume momentum index, not the most beautiful looking picture if you want to open long positions. So guys, this is basically the process, and I just want to keep this video very short. This is the process on how you can select which tokens you want to trade for the day. If you are, for example, an intraday trader, or if you are a swing trader, you need to have a tool like Whale Portal to see which tokens you want to trade, because it's not always that easy. Like, yeah, okay, Bitcoin goes up, altcoins are following. Sometimes it goes like that, but which altcoins are following? Which altcoins have a nice setup? On which altcoins you have a nice risk to reward ratio? That is the one that you can find over on Whale Portal. This is completely for free to check the most popular token right now and the one that nobody looks at. If you want to go and use this chart with the buying and selling pressure with all these nice indicators, this is the pro charts, and that is a paid version. Guys, I will leave a link to Whale Portal down below in the description. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment sections and I will answer them as soon as possible. I've created a course of 1.5 hours, which is free for you to watch. I'll leave a link to the course down below as well, where I'm explaining basically all these pro futures that are available on Whale Portal. But I'm also just explaining a complete new perspective on looking at the markets. And I think for every single one of you, even if you are a beginning trader, advanced trader, it's very important to watch, because it's basically the 6 years of knowledge that I have, maybe even slightly more, compressed in a 1.5 hour video course. Definitely check that out, guys. And I wish every single one of you a beautiful day and hope to see every single one of you in the next video.